Whilst the traffic controllers work hard to keep the Dartford crossing moving, bosses at Highways England are halfway through their consultation plans to help relieve pressure on it with the Lower Thames Crossing.
The whole of the southeast of England faces a huge constraint, which is the Dartford crossing. It regularly operates way above its actual design capacity, and it will continue to become under further pressure as housing and business grow in the area. Lower Thames Crossing will provide a 90% increase in capacity across the Thames, much needed to facilitate better, more reliable journeys across the River Thames.
The tunnel could cross from North Kent to Essex, and as the consultation reaches halfway, Highways England have received 14,000 bits of feedback from you.
All the responses we're getting is hugely valuable. We're at a really critical stage in the development of our scheme in preparation to take it for planning. So we're getting a huge range of feedback all around connectivity, air quality, noise, benefits, and we're really listening, and we will use this feedback to shape our final design.
Over the water behind me is Kent. Underneath we'll run the Lower Thames Crossing over to this side here in Essex. And whilst the Highways England team say that this could be a fantastic project and they've received thousands of consultation feedback forms, those against the crossing said they haven't been given enough time to fully represent themselves and get their views across. Laura Blake is part of the Thames Crossing Action Group, and whilst bosses say it's too early to say how many people are for and against the plans, many in Kent have had strong views against, but she feels even more could and should be heard.
We find that the volume and the depth of the information that Highways England are providing is extreme. It's unprecedented amounts of documentation, and that is very intimidating for members of the public and very time consuming. We would like to see it extended. If Highways England really mean what they say when they tell us that they want to hear our opinions and want our feedback, then we would welcome them to extend that time of the consultation, because at the moment it is very stressful and limiting, to the extent that we actually sadly have residents that feel that they're suicidal over this because of how much stress it is on them and their homes and their lives and their health.
Whilst many of you will be pleading for any help to solve Dartford Crossing's traffic, others whose lives may be affected by a new crossing are pleading to be heard too. Harry Peake for KentOnline in Dartford.